You're sitting in a room full of people, laughing, talking, existing, and yet you still feel completely alone. It's not that you don't want to connect. It's just easier not to, safer, less exhausting. So you keep the conversation light. You stay agreeable, you nod, you smile, you make sure everything stays peaceful. You don't let yourself feel too much because the last time you did, it hurt. And now it's just easier to feel nothing at all. Even in the silence, something inside of you whispers, you don't belong here. You're not really connected to anyone, and no one really knows you. And you tell yourself you're independent. You don't need anyone. And you definitely don't need help. But if that's true, why do you still feel so alone? Well, because emotional numbness doesn't just protect you from pain. It also steals your ability to feel joy. You hear that? It steals your ability to feel joy, to feel love, to feel alive. It's a thief. So when someone tries to get close, you pull back. Maybe not physically, but emotionally. You keep the conversation surface level. You don't express what's really on your mind because deep down, vulnerability feels like a trap, a risk, a chance to be rejected. And when something upsets you, you brush it off. You swallow it down because the last thing you want is conflict. The last thing you want is for someone to see that you care too much. So you carry everything alone. You don't ask for help because you asking for help means relying on people. And relying on people, well, that only leads to disappointment. And just like that, the cycle repeats. You convince yourself you don't need anyone. You push people away without even realizing it. You avoid vulnerability. You avoid conflict. You avoid your own emotions. And in the process, you disconnect from yourself. But here's the truth. Independence doesn't have to mean isolation. You don't have to carry everything alone. Real connection starts when you stop proving that you don't need anyone and start allowing yourself to be seen. Letting people in is not weakness. It's a step toward healing. I'd really like to know if any of this cycle feels familiar to you. Let's talk about it in the comments.